So why am I heading up here? Got a then and now to do of the bridge. Remember we did one the other day when it was open? That was roughly the same shot, to be fair. I was quite lined that up quite well. Well, I can't line this one up because this one's taken from the other side of the bridge. So looking back towards Teignmouth and the Ness. Unspecified date, I'm afraid, but it is the old wooden bridge. Not that one we got now, it's the old wooden bridge. And it's quite a very nice, clear photo. So there we go, that was the bridge. Unspecified date, from the other side. Smash in. Back in my mind, Andy from Dawlish sent me a picture that I've yet to use. I don't remember exactly what it was, it's somewhere along here, so if I could dig it out, we'll use it. If not, you want to see this. Here you go. So there we go, thanks Andy. Cheers for that one. Finally got round to it, the triangle. We're going to talk about buses in a minute. We're going to talk about how it used to look here. But there used to be a road, came down here and swept round there. That was a road out. And on that side, there was a road that went down there as well. And where Luders is, that was Roma taxis. And I was just talking to Andy about things. And he said, did I remember a chap who used to rock up around here, sell hot dogs from the boot of his car with 2 Alsatians back in the day. I said, no, I don't remember him. He said, oh, he didn't last long, got closed down, but he was very popular when he was there. So that would have been ages ago, right back in the early 80s. That's kind of where we're going now. Trying to line this up as best I can. Of course, there's that's been built, so that may knock it out a bit, but we'll see what we can do. Not a million miles off. Not a million miles off here, I don't think. Right, let me line him up properly. No, I won't line him up. I'll just drop him in. You'll work out where it was. Buses. A little bit of information about them as well. So here we have a varied lineup of Bristol VRTs as seen in July 1981 view at Timoth Triangle. The first one at the front is a 1969 series 10TA 285G brackets 1051 close brackets. So there we go, that means something to somebody. The second bus is a 1977 convertible open top series 3 VDV 135S brackets 935, Triumph close brackets. And the final bus at the back is a 1980-1981 series 3 on service 187 to Newton Abbot, which is where I'll be going tomorrow. Lovely. So there we go, 3 buses, back when this was a road, along there, and Roma taxis are behind me, and as we've just learnt today from Andy, some chap used to sell hot dogs out of the boot of his car with 2 Alsatians. Smash in. Teignmouth at its finest. And that train brings me in quite nicely to some then and nows I'm going to be doing today. Let me explain the story behind them. Here we go, first then and now. This is a screen grab from a video I found last night from the 1950s, steam trains and that coming along the seawall, all from Dawlish all the way to Teignmouth, etc. I'll link it up for you, but anyway, here's the still. As you can see, it's pretty much here, exactly. And if you want to see that whole video, all you need to do, go to billsphoneteignmouth.com. On the right hand side there's a playlist, it says other people's videos, green thing. Click on that. Coming up on the second screen grab from the video of the steam trains in the 1950s. See a couple of people sat on one of these little seats that's built into the wall. Obviously, as you can tell from looking at it today, the back has been built up considerably. But of all my guesswork, I'm going to say this next shot is that seat there rather than one of the others, simply because of how it's sort of, the train comes past spray point in the video and then that's the very next thing you see. So anyway, line him up. Here we go, shot number 2. As you can see, there's a steam train in that one. No steam train today though. Here we go, can't line this one up exactly because of the zoom situation, but roughly there, that bit of wall visible and waves coming up and a steam train. Here you go. So there we go. That's the third and final one of the set. Watch the entire video in my other people's videos playlist. Well, regular viewers will know that just down here used to be a huge, great big hotel with a car park is in front of me called the Esplanade. And then, of course, you had the London Hotel, which is kind of in town, in Bank Street. And, of course, you had the Royal Hotel, which is now the flats on the Den. But do you ever wonder what it costs to stay in them? Thanks to Big Bad Trev, we have the answer. He sent me a 1937 RAC book listing the hotels in the area along with the prices. Here we go. There we go. Just behind that car park there is where the Esplanade was. And I don't know if that was expensive or not, because I don't really understand old money per se. Obviously different values to it as well. 1950s picture of the nest, anyone? Why not? Why not indeed? Here you go. So there we go, that was the nest in the 1950s. Lovely. So that's the ferry today. Do you want to see what the ferry pilots looked like in 1979? Here you go. So that's the 1979 people who operated the ferry. I've got these pictures from 2008. Kind of mundane. I've got 4 of them. See how things have changed. First one's coming up now. It's Mere Lane. I'll try and line it up a little bit. I think I've got to step back into the main road though, but it's here. Yeah, I can't get the phone exactly right. I'm just going to peep into Teen Street because I want to try and match up one of those photos. Here we go. Phone's not the wrong way up. This is a 2009 pic. Anything changed? I'll say 2009, 2008, sorry, 2008, Teen Street. Oh, ambulance. So, Shoulden Water Carnival. They decorate all the boats and they float along in a procession and everyone gets dressed up. And here are 3, 2 from the 60s, 1 from the 70s, I think, pictures. I'll put the dates on the photos. There we go, and my own little water carnival in the shape of a ferry is making its way across to me. Lovely. As we come down to this corner, we're going to do one of our 2008 then and nows from that sequence of 4. I'll just line him up, adjust the phone so it's the right way up to match the photo. We'll see what's changed. Here we go. Right, I haven't got the photo to hand, of course, so I'm guessing, but there's a chap stood there in the photo. In the background, you can see the old off licence up the top there, which is now the beauty salon. And you also see some decorative lights that we had across the road. Here you go. So there we go, that was there in 2008, back when you had the off licence and the decorative lighting. Lovely. So the other day, I put a photo up. I'll flash it up now. And as you can see, that's the wooden bridge, the previous bridge. And of course, to me, there's always was a wooden bridge here. Years and years ago, and then they replaced it with that one, but it seemed to spark a bit of interest. So what I did, put together a little bit of information for you, some more photos, about a minute long. It doesn't go too in depth, but if you do want to go in depth, simply go to billsphoneTeignmouth.com. Right at the top somewhere you should see a picture of that bridge that we've just shown you, the wooden bridge. Click on that and it will take you to a detailed version of what I've just talked about, with all the dates and more pictures, etc, etc. So without further ado, I put this together the other night. There we go. Boom. Before the bridge linking Teignmouth and Shoulden existed, travellers had to use the ferry or take a 12 to 14 mile detour via Newton Abbot. In 1827, the Sholdon Bridge Company opened a wooden bridge, buying the ferry rights from Lord Clifford. Designed by Roger Hopkins, it was the longest wooden bridge in England at 1,632 feet, with 34 arches. But it collapsed in 1838 due to shipworm. A new stone bridge was built between 1838 and 1840, and it was used until 1893, then refurbished. It lasted till the 1920s, when motor vehicles necessitated changes. In 1926, an Act of Parliament allowed for the widening and strengthening of the bridge, and that was completed in 1931. Post-World War II traffic, though, led to weight restrictions. However, in 1998, serious defects were found, which led to the strengthening and widening of the bridge, which was finished in 2002. And in fact, the bridge stayed open to one-way traffic during the renovations, highlighting its importance to the area. And if you're clicking to go to the site and read the detailed version, that is indeed all thanks to Jeffrey, who did my one about the quays, and he also did the one about the station. Now he's done one about the bridge. So thank you, Jeffrey, very, very much for that. You can put things together a lot clearer than I can. A couple of shots from 2007. As you can see, the fish and chip shop will have the old sign on it, and the old bus stop's in place. And if we go down a little bit further, we'll see that what is now Naughty But Nice Tea Rooms was a kitchenware place, and also the tattoo shop round the corner was something else. Anyway, let's line him up and show you. Here we go, that was a gallery, the tattoo room. And those were taken in 2007 by Annie Pomeroy. I found them on Facebook, but I put her name on the pictures as the copyright.